All right, so tonight, didn't mean to open up Publisher. We are going to be working on week 13. All right, so we're going to start the PowerPoint section of this course. With tonight, we're going to work on PowerPoint Guided Project 1-1. We may do PowerPoint Guided Project 1-2 as well. For the homework that's due on the 11th by 11:59 p.m. for this week, it's PowerPoint 1-1, pause and practice. Next week, we're going to be working on PowerPoint again, and the homework that's due for next week or next week's class, PowerPoint 3-1, which is probably a pause and practice, and that's due on April 18th by 11:59 p.m. Any questions? So if you're following along with me, we're going to be working on Guided Project 1-1, and that's on page 780 in your book. In this activity, you will be creating a presentation for Jason Andrews. Please use, so there's a JPEG, there's two image files that I need to download. That's one. That's the second one. All right, so let me go ahead and so I'm going to save it in INFT file assignments. I'll just create a folder for this one specifically. PowerPoint Guided Project 1-1. And I'm going to save it in this folder. So that's the first image. Now I'm going to save the second image. All right, so we're going to start with a blank presentation. Let's go to File, New. Already did that. And next, I'm going to double click on the ion theme. I don't think mine. So, come on. Let's find the ion theme. Slice. I'm just really striking out here. What is this one? Organic. All right. So step 2 says save the presentation as your initials space PowerPoint space 1-1. So let's go to File, Save, Browse. All right, so that takes care of step 1 and step 2. Step 3 says change the theme colors. 3A says click the design tab. So I'm in the design tab already. Click the more button in the variants group. So variants, I'm going to click more and select each of the following options. Colors. So for colors, it says scroll down the list and select paper theme. Scroll down, it's right there. All right, paper theme. Background styles. And let's click on the more button again. Go to background styles. And it says select style 3 from the gallery. Figure 1-92 shows you what it's look like. So I'm assuming there's style 3. And then the last thing is to change the font. Select the Candera font group. So let's go back here. So remember, I'm still in the design, on the design tab in the variant group. And I'm going to select the Candera. And that takes care of step 3. Step 4 says type the following text in the placeholders on slide 1. Press Control plus Enter to move between placeholders. So the title is supposed to be creating beautiful outdoor spaces. And then it tells me to press the Control key and Enter, and that moves me down to the subtitle area. Jason Andrews, comma, sales associates. All right, that takes care of step number 4. All right, step 5 says format the title and subtitle. 5A says apply bold and shadow. So we go to the home tab in the font group and format to both the title and subtitle. So we need to make the subtitle bold. Oh, I won't do it through the keyboard shortcut. So I need to go to home tab, font group, make it bold, and text shadow. So still in the home tab, font group, and I'm going to do shadow. And I could either go through the same thing or I can click on my format painter and click on that. And actually I won't do that because that changed the font size. So let's just undo what I just did. And we're going to go to the home tab again, font group, shadow, and then I'm going to click on bold. So that takes care of step 3A, or excuse me, 5A. 5B says change the title font size to 66 point and resize the title placeholder to remove extra space at top. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is change the font size to 66 point. That's on the home tab in the font group, and I'm going to change it to 66. And then the next thing I need to do is to resize this so that we get rid of that extra space. So bring it down right there. And that takes care of 5B. 5C says change the subtitle font size to 28 point. So I'm going to go ahead and select everything in my subtitle. Go to my home tab, font group. Right now it's set to 20 point, but I need to change that to 28. So I'm going to change it to 28. You see it got a little bit bigger. And that takes care of step 5. Step 6 says add slides. 6A says click the new slide button, which is located on the home tab in the slides group. So right here, I'm going to click on new new slide, and a new slide that automatically has the title and content layout. So it does have a title and content layout. The following text type the following text for slide 2. So I'm going to go ahead and type what it tells me to type. The title should be Our Services. And then the bulleted items should be Garden. Center. Right. Tree Nursery. Gift Shop. Delivery and Installation. Patios and irrigation systems. And repeat the process to create 3 new slides. So I'm going to go ahead and 2, 3. So you should have a total of 5 slides after. All right, so in slide 3, the title is Available Products. I can't spell. And in the bulleted items, shrubs, perennials, annuals, soils, mulches, decor, reading, fountains, shade, trees, and evergreen screen trees, flowering or ornamental trees, and plants for Christmas. All right, that takes care of 3. Why sustainable design? And in the bulleted area, energy efficiency increased, water efficiency increased, dependency on chemicals decreased, reassured native and hardy plants. All right, slide 4 looks good. We're going to move on to slide 5. We make it easy. And the bulleted items, we can view the entire project. We can assist. All right, so if you look at your example, you see that the next bulleted item is over to the right a little bit more. So we're going to move it over by going to the Home tab, Paragraph Group, and Increase Indent or Increase List Level. And then we're going to type. You can do as much, comma, or as little, comma, as you like. And if we hit enter again, you see it automatically puts it right here. But the next bulleted item needs to go back over to the left. So I'm going to go to the Home tab, Paragraph Group, and Decrease List Level. So you see it moved it back over to the far left. And now I'm going to type, we will provide, and then I'm going to do the same thing so I can move that bulleted item over. Landscape design, planning, or just advice, soil testing, low cost delivery, fountain setup. It's 2 words. All right, so slide 3, 4, and 5 have been populated with information. So I'm going to go ahead and save. All right, so that takes care of step 6. Or it does not. There's a 6. There's a 6C. So it says click the new slide drop down arrow. So I'll go to Home tab, and we're going to click the drop down arrow and click the title slide layout. There's a title slide layout. So now we have a 6th slide. In the title, we want to put call for a consultation. I'm going to hit Control Enter to go to the subtitle area. 615 792 8833. All right, and there's a 6D. Increase the font size for the subtitle phone number to 32 points. So let me highlight everything in the subtitle. Right now it's set to 20 point. I need to change it to 32. All right. All right, now we're done with 6. We're going to move on to 7. Move the slide 5 thumbnail before slide 4. So I'm going to go over here in this area, in the navigation area, and I'm going to move slide 5. I'm going to hold down my left mouse key. I'm just going to move it up. And now slide 5 is slide 4. And slide 4 got moved down to slide 5. So that takes care of step 7. Any questions? No. All right, step 8 says apply bold and use format painter. All right, 8A says display slide 2. So we go up to slide 2. Select the title text and apply bold. All right, so this time I'm just going to use the shortcut key to apply bold. I'm going to hold down the control key on my keyboard and I'm going to press B. And you see it went bold. I want you to look at something. Look on the home tab in the font group and look at the bold. I'm going to unbold it. You see it has shading around it right now. I'm going to unbold it by using Control B. So you see it's unshaded. That means that the bold is turned off. When I do a Control B, you see it got turned on. All right. 8B says double click the format painter, which is located on the home tab in the clipboard group, so you can apply this change more than one time. So I'm going to go ahead and double click that. So you see it's selected. And 8C says press page down and click the title text on slide 3 to apply the change. So I'm going to go ahead and click the page down on my keyboard. So now I'm on slide 3 and I'm going to apply bold to that title. And then 8D says repeat for slide 4 and slide 5. So I can actually just click on it. And I didn't mean to do that. And select it. And I don't even have to hit the page down key. You can just left mouse click on the slide that you want to do it on. So I did it on slide 4, and now I'm going to do it on slide 5. All right, so that takes care of 8D. 8E says click the Format Painter button or press Escape to stop applying formatting. So you see right now Format Painter is highlighted, and the way that I know that it's highlighted is that it has that orange shading around it, or it has some type of shading. It might not be orange on your screen, but it's a orangish color on my screen. So I know it's selected now. I could either click on it or I can hit the Escape key. I'm just going to click on Format Painter, and that disables it. So that takes care of step 8. Step 9 says create a footer with the company name and the footer text. 9A says click the header footer button located in the Insert tab text group to open up the header footer. So I'm going to go to my Insert tab, and I'm going to go over to my text group, and I'm going to click on header and footer. And let's see. 9B says on the slide tab. So I'm on the slide tab already. Check the following options: date and time with update automatically. So update automatically is already selected. Slide number and footer. And figure 1-93, you can look at that figure to confirm that you have everything selected correctly. 9C says in the footer text box, type classic, gardens, and landscaping. So here's the footer text box. I am going to type classic, gardens, and landscaping. 9D says select don't show on the title slide. So I'm going to say don't show it on the title slide. 9E says click the apply all button. I'm going to click apply all. And you see that it has that footer right here on the right side. If you look over in the navigation, it has it for everything except for slide 1 and slide 6. And the reason why it's not on slide 1 or slide 6 is because remember we said don't show it on the title slide. And since when we created slide 6, we created it as a title slide. So that's why it's not showing it on slide 1 or slide 6. Step 10 says click the spelling button. To get to that, we go to our review tab in the proofing group, and we click spelling. And you see spell check complete. You're good to go. So I guess my typing isn't as bad as I thought it was. Step 11 says format the title slide so it is more distinctive. Click this. 11A says display slide 1. So I'm going to slide 1. That takes care of 11A. 11B says select the subtitle and click the change case. Which is located on the home tab in the font group. So home tab, font group. So I need to select all of that. And we're supposed to select capitalize each word. All right. That takes care of 11A, 11B. 11C says resize the title and subtitle placeholders to fit the text. So I'm going to move that over here. And we're going to move this over here. The reason we're doing that is because of the next step. Next couple steps, we're going to be putting a picture there. 11D says click the Insert tab and then click the Pictures button to open the Insert Pictures dialog box. So I'm going to go to my Insert tab and click my Pictures button. Locate that picture. So where did we put it? And Documents. And Assignments. And which one do we want to put here? Select Garden View 1. See if we can do both of them. So we can do both of them. All right. So we got both of them selected. And I'm going to do Insert. See if it messes it up. Oh, it groups them together. So maybe that's not a good idea. Or we can just ungroup it. That's already grouped. All right, so we're going to select them individually because it doesn't like it. And I don't want to show you. I can show you the way to get out of it, but it's much easier to just do them individually. So we'll move that there. Time being, we'll go to Insert Picture. So now they're both separate. All right. Click Insert. All right. 11G says resize the logo width to 5.5. Go to the Picture Tools Format tab, Size Group, and the height will automatically adjust. All right, so if I click on the picture, I go to my Format. Well, you probably can't see that it says Picture Tools Format. Go to the Size Group, and we want to make the width 5.5. So do 5.5 inches. So you see it made it narrower. Still not. So we're going to move it around some more. All right. And the height will automatically adjust, which it did. Align the text and pictures as shown in figure 1-94. So I need to move the title up here. I need to use James's or Jason's name. Move that right here. This goes right here. And this can actually stay where it is, but I'm going to move it over a little bit. All right. Step 12 says save and close the presentation. So that's pretty much it for Guided Project 1-1 for PowerPoint. I'm going to save and I'm going to go ahead and close this.